take a peek inside the darkness. Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me outside, but you better buckle up. It's a wild ride. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side. Yeah. Party till 5 in the morning. Do it again in the morning. Do it like we did this ride, man. I think the government watching. Minister perfect society. Struggling with my sobriety. Struggling with my anxiety. Are you feeling the insanity? Anger inside of me. There is a war in me. And it keep drowning me. Blinded by all of the vanity. Snakes all around and they rattling. Tell them to shut up the chattering. Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me outside, but you better buckle up. It's a wild ride. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side. Hope you ready for it now. We gon' be running your town. Oh, we ain't playing around. We gon' be shutting it down. Hope you ready for it now. We won't be running your town. Oh, we ain't.
Hey guys, we're gonna do the rust and bust stuff, but it's only gonna be on the Rust or Bust channel. So if you see this on any other channel, it's gonna be on YouTube and Twitch only. I'm gonna kind of describe it, what we're gonna do, and then we're going to shut down all these other channels, Facebook, Rumble, all that stuff. It's only gonna be on the Rust or Bust YouTube and my Twitch. We've been on Twitch every night, so I don't know when you went to Twitch. Like an explainer video, and then we'll get into it. So the mods need to be dropping. This link is to the Rust or Bust channel. Ah, shit. Hold on. I messed that up. There. Or Twitch. Either one. That's the only two platforms the stream's going to be on. I finally got the cameras and mics and everything working. That was a big deal. Oh, I never started the timer. I better do that. Let's do
What you
3
think,
minutes.
what you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us
How will the late arrivals know? I would assume they would watch this video and then the video still stands and still says where to go.
Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed.
Yeah, everybody else was there, Tom. I don't know. I guess it depends on what time you checked. I've started late the last couple nights, but everybody else was there. I don't know. That's weird. I haven't heard anybody else say it. I have been starting later than normal, though. All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody. I'm Will Bird, and this is this is actually for the new show, Rust or Bust. It's on a new channel. It's on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on the Rust or Bust YouTube channel or my Twitch channel, you're fine. If you're watching on Facebook, Rumble, the CBC Anon channel, you need to go to the new channel, which I've got a lot of people dropping the link. It's Rust or Bust on YouTube, or you can be at my Twitch channel. Either one of those are fine. But I kind of wanted to do a video kind of explaining what we're doing on the other channel. And I can also show some photos, I guess. But the other channel is going to be like geared around mechanical stuff, challenges to do with mechanical stuff. So I've got like a project. The goal is to find a project, bring it back to a usable condition, with on a shoestring budget. You know, just get it. Like, I'm not restoring anything. I'm not doing like a vintage restoration or anything like that. Just get it back into a usable form, and then use it for what it was meant to be used for. So we've got a couple different projects in mind, and different things we want to do. It's kind of been sidelined with my mom in the hospital, which I went to see her today. She's in a regular room, and they sent a physical therapist around. She's doing well. So if anybody was wondering, she's still doing well. But we're gonna work on some stuff. I actually bought something really interesting for the first project, and I'm super excited to work on it. I can show some pictures of it. But hopefully, when this gets going into full swing, it'll be everything from like old cars to like old pieces of equipment. I've just seen a ton of stuff that I thought, oh, that'd be cool to get it working again. That'd be cool to get that working again. I've always kind of been obsessed with like older mechanical things or mechanical things in general. And I typically I had an outlet for that because I worked in a very mechanical field. I worked in power plants, um, and I did a lot with jet engines and stuff like that. So that's kind of the premise of the show. So we're gonna find older things in disrepair that are not in working condition, running condition, driving condition, whatever it might be, and then try to get those, get them back into working condition as fast as possible. And there'll be parameters around that because we want it to end up in like a win lose situation. Like we won and beat the challenge, we lost and did not beat the challenge. So we want it to be in a win lose situation, and so there'll be parameters for each one. This one is a little bit different. One, because it's our first one. Two, because the whole hospital ordeal. So I'm just kind of winging this one, but hopefully that'll be the status of it, like a little challenge, basically against the clock, against whatever mechanical thing we've got, whether it's a car or a motorcycle or an old. I found an old mechanical slot machine the other day, and I was thinking, man, that'd be cool to get that going again. But it was all rusted up and solid, like a solid brick of rust. Anyways, it's all going to be on the Rust or Bust YouTube channel. I'll probably broadcast live streams to Twitch and YouTube, but the actual recorded, edited video, the episodes of Rust or Bust will only be on the YouTube channel, only on the Rust or Bust YouTube channel. They won't be on the other ones. So tonight, right now, I'm live across almost all of my platforms. But that's only to inform people that I'm going to be on I'm only going to be on the Rust or Bust channel and Twitch tonight. But you need to follow the Rust or Bust YouTube channel if you want to see episodes of it. So the first project I got is actually a really, really, really old vintage riding lawnmower. Like you guys have seen pictures of it. I'll pull up some pictures in just a second. The thing is so old. It's so old. The deck and components of the deck are literally made out of wood. I've got some pictures here over on the scratch drive. I'll pull up some pictures so you guys can see it. And we're actually working on it tonight. I'm going to start taking some stuff off of it, check and make sure it has compression. I might just, depending on how time works out, because I want to get this knocked out this week. And complete the challenge with it is I think I found a pretty decent sized yard that's a little bit overgrown. I'm going to try to get it running, driving, and mow that lawn with it. It's actually a pretty good sized lawn. It's a lawn too big to push mow. It's not like a field like acreage, but it's a pretty good sized lawn. So I'm going to try to get it going, get it running. But if this motor doesn't have compression, or if it's got like some type of like wrist pin slap or something crazy, then I'm not even gonna mess with that. I'll just drop a $100 Harbor Freight motor on it. You know what I mean? So I'm doing this show we're on my YouTube channel, CBC and on. We're on my Twitch channel, Twitch will stay. We're on my Facebook, and we're on Rust or Bust and also Rumble. But if you want to see the live stream tonight, and if you want to see future episodes, go to the Rust or Bust YouTube channel. That's the title of it, Rust or Bust. Go to that YouTube channel because I'm cutting off all those other channels later tonight. And I'm cutting off those channels later tonight. And then I'm going to stream, and all the episodes will be on that new channel. Here's some pictures of it. It's pretty wild looking. Let's see what I got. So it's got these it's got these wheels that are like a steel with like a hub engagement design. Like the way these hubs engage is with a sliding lever to give you to kick the hubs in so they're in drive. And then there's just rubber, like there's rubber riveted on the outside of the wheels. Like, and this deck is wood. Like it's a crazy, I don't know if it's older than any other lawnmowers I can find. And because all the lawnmowers I find, the guy told me it's probably from like the 50s or something. All the lawnmowers I can find from like the 50s are made out of metal. Okay. Or plastic, like even plastics. And they have like engine covers and belt covers and stuff. So one of two things I think is going on with this specific project. either it's older than anything else I can find, or it does not look homemade. It looks factory made. I don't. If someone made this at home, they went way too far with doing like nice to haves that you would put in a factory, but you wouldn't do at home. I don't think it's homemade. So either it's older than any other riding lawnmowers I could find examples of, or it may have been made during the war and there was like a material shortage, right? Maybe metal was at a premium, so they only let them make, one pan out of metal and the blade guard here out of metal. I don't know. But that's the only two things that I can guess. Here is the let's see, this is the front suspension. Well, this is basically all of it. So this is the front steering mechanism. It's got spoke wheels on it, which is pretty cool. The full wood. This is again wood. The whole deck, everything is wood. Basically, it's a wood frame. This is where the seat goes. I had to order a seat, and this is, of course, your steering linkage. These pedals right here. I don't know if you see where my mouse is at. I'll show you when I'm over there. These pedals right here are actually to engage and disengage one wheel at a time. So, like when they're in this down position where they're hooked at right now, that engages the wheels, and the wheels are in drive with this clutch system on the outside. It's just a friction clutch. When I think these hooks were added, though, so you didn't have to fool with standing on these pedals, because there's no way to get that back up and disengage the wheel right now. So I think those hooks were added by someone who owned it and was like, screw this. I don't want to have to stand. I don't have to put weight on these pedals all the time to go. So I'm just going to hook them down and it'll constantly be in drive. I'm not positive, but that's what I think just looking at it. Let's see what we got pictures of it. And we're going to go when I shut down the other channels, we're going to go over there and I've got some stuff to do and pull out the spark plug. See if we got any compression. I know I could turn it over. I want to see if there's any compression, fill with my thumb or whatever. There's one. Let's see. What's this picture? So this is the picture looking down the blade belt line. So this pulley right here, the closest pulley to you, is the blades, right? It's a blade hub, and that pulley turns the blades along with a tensioner pulley. And there's a half twist in that belt, so it goes from a horizontal belt to a vertical belt, running back to the engagement pulley. There's a couple of levers here that engage drive and engage so one of these levers engages drive, the other one engages the blades. Let's see. This is looking back up kind of through. This is probably the coolest picture I've taken in a long time. So this is looking back up. You got carburetor, air-cooled head, bottom of the gas tank. This is this is a cool picture. This is just looking through it. It doesn't really give you any more other than you can see the belt line and see some of the waves that the belts engage. But it's a cool looking picture how everything's out of focus, but like up here. But you're still looking through it. I don't know. It was cool to me. It's got a 4 horsepower Tecumseh with clearly some modified exhaust on it. And this carburetor I'm going to have to do something with. That's why I'm thinking if there's something major wrong with it, I'm already going to have to probably rebuild this carburetor, at least take it apart and clean it real good. Then chances are, if there's anything else wrong with it, semi-major, that's already a big deal, is finding parts for a carburetor from the 40s. But if there's anything else wrong with it, I'll just drop like a Predator motor on it. It won't be no big deal. So we have that. I also took a couple clips that you'll probably see in the video that were just like, I'll have to steady them, but they were just kind of like flyby kind of deals. Just like the camera, like slowly going by the thing, which, like I said, I'm fixing to go. I got an overhead camera over there ready to go. I got the wireless mic set up, hopefully, where the way it'll work. But I've got an overhead that's a live camera right there over it right now, because I'm gonna go out there and pull the spark plug and mess around. I've got a face cam sort of set up over there too. But this is what we're gonna be working on. So this is our first project. So what I'm gonna try to do is get this back in operating shape. Okay, I'm gonna try to get it basically to where it'll mow again. And then the challenge is I found a large yard that I'm going to try to get it. So I have not touched this, and it's killed me. But I wanted to be able to record it. I want to be able to stream it. I want to make content out of it. And at the times I had to work on it, either, I just had a few minutes before I went to the hospital, or like I didn't have enough time to really set up a stream and do a stream. So I just didn't touch it. And it's it's driven me crazy. I even showed my dad. I showed a bunch of other people. Um, some of the people, members of the community, saw it. If you're a Patreon, you got a bunch of extra. Pictures of it. So that's something. This is what we're going to be working on. We're going to try to get it going. I'm going to try to use this week to get it going. Like I said, even if I got to drop a new motor on it, yeah, we're just not talking about that stuff tonight. But even if I have to put basically a Harbor Freight motor on it or whatever, that's something that I would just grab. I just go buy $150 motor and drop on it and change the pulleys over and stuff. That might be the simplest route, but I'm going to try to have a week. So basically, most of the things are going to have like a set number of days to get them running. And this whole idea came forward for Rust or Bust. And let me explain more about the show before I cut the other channels off. Maybe somebody will find this and go subscribe. But the whole idea around it was, when I was a kid, we used to go find, or when I was younger, when I was in high school, we used to go find all kinds of cars in fields. And like we would take a battery and sometimes a 5-gallon jug of gas, and jump the starters off, hot wire them, and then boost them off, and then drive them home. Even if we had to pull gas straight from the jug, just run a hose down in it. I remember one time bringing a car home that didn't have a hood on it, and we only had to go down the road that I lived on. From it was probably 5 houses away. It's probably like 3/4 of a mile, with a guy literally dumping fuel into the carburetor from like a mason jar. Like, we used to do silly stuff like that. So what I'm hoping to build this into is finding projects, especially cars would be really cool because you can drive them on the road. But find like a car that ran when parked, but it's been sitting for 20 years, and take some basic tools and some basic knowledge and some parts and throw at it and get it running in a day or two. And then the challenge is to get it back home, right? To get it home under its own power, to drive it home. And then we'll have some, I don't know, we'll have some, if I fail the challenge, we'll have some like funny stuff that happens and some stuff to like give away, or have you guys give you guys something, or give back to you guys. And then if we pass the challenge, we'll have some other things, like we'll either keep it for future projects. We'll keep the car and do future projects on it, or sell it and put the money back into the show. But I want it to be like I said, like a challenge. Like, can we get this done? Yes or no? If no, then we got penalties for not getting it accomplished. And if yes, then we got rewards. And I think that'd be really cool. So if you happen to be watching on CBC Anon, go to a CBC. If you're watching on CBC Anon YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, or if you're watching on Rumble, please go to either Twitch or Rust or Bust YouTube. The Twitch is just my normal one. I'm not starting a new Twitch account. Or the Rust or Bust YouTube. And for future videos, I'm going to stream on Twitch and maybe even TikTok. And what'll be cool about it is you'll have 2 different angles. So my Twitch stream will be probably like an overhead cam, and my TikTok stream will be from my phone, and I'll set it up in a different area. And then I'll have 2 different sets of chats and 2 different things to watch there. So Twitch and TikTok will probably have the majority of the live portion of like, we're working on the car tonight. We've got a challenge. We got to have this done by Thursday. And then we got to drive, 250 miles. Come join us. Or even we are on the drive. Like, we just got it running. We're going to see if we can get it, back home. We're going to see if we can mow this yard. We're going to see if we can do this. We're going to see whatever. Those will be really fun live streams, I think. Even though they'll be in the video, like a short, abbreviated, like when I mow this yard, when I get this going and start to mow, it'll be in the video, probably a time lapse, and probably any trouble we run into or anything that I break or mess up, which would probably be a lot. But if you want to see the full thing, I'll also live stream that on Twitch and TikTok probably. I think I'll just have to get 2 phones going. Because when I'm out in the field, I won't be able to stream from my computer. I'll probably have to get 2 phones going, but we'll figure it out until TikTok is available to stream to through like an RTMP. I'll have to stream there through my phone, so I have to get something else doing. I did go buy the Rode wireless mic today. I just got too much stuff going on to not have it, even though it hurts and it's very expensive. I did go buy it, but we've had some donations coming in lately. So I had to go buy a wireless microphone. Even if I have to plug it into my phone when we're out in the field, like Cam does on his videos, I went and got one. I just got the 1 set instead of the 2 sets. I can expand it later to 2 microphones. But for right now, I got the one, and I'm 3D printing a interview handle for it. So maybe we'll be able to interview some people with it. That's what's currently on the 3D printer. So, like I said, this channel is going to be finding used to run, used to work, used to whatever, and bringing it back to its former glory, and then trying to put it to the test. Whether that test is driving at home, whether that test is mowing a yard, whether that test is trying to, I don't know, carve or peel 100 apples like an apple peeling machine, or you know, the slot machine I found, whether that's getting the slot machine going and seeing how many rounds you can play, or anything like that. Set it up and having a bunch of my friends and buddies come play slots at different times. Silly stuff like that. So there'll be a some type of mechanical thing. It was just going to be cars, motorcycles, and bikes, but I like all things mechanical. So some mechanical thing, getting this mechanical thing back into working condition, and then using it. So, well, this is a completely different show, so that's why I don't have the shades on. But getting that back into working order, and then using it for what it was meant to be used for. So if you want to join us on the Rust or Bust channel, you're more than welcome. Come join us. If you want to support the show, I still got the same donation links. I haven't set anything up new or changed anything. So if you want to do that. So this is not like an episode, because the episodes, again, will be edited and gone through and make sure that they're episodic, 10 to 20 minutes, probably tops, kind of showing the journey, the adventure, and edited well and telling a story. And then the live streams are just there for people who want more context, people who want more information. So if that's you, you're more than welcome to join us on any of that. So we'll see. Does Sage get it, or is he just trying to play too? Me and Sage are talking about it. Like, I thought about using Sage as like, since he does logistics, of like, he could help me like find parts, and we could even show like the struggle of finding cars, finding parts, finding pieces, finding challenges, and coordinating stuff. But he also, he bought a motorcycle he wants to work on too. If he's part of it, his portion will be different. He doesn't know a lot about mechanical stuff. So he's going to be, I guess, just trying to figure his way through. So, his is going to be different. I don't know. But I do plan on using him to help me find stuff, help me to coordinate stuff, and, get places, find things. And when we're traveling, hopefully he's going to be able to, when we're traveling back or when we're doing the challenges, if those challenges are like distance based, like traveling home or getting at home or going somewhere or whatever, I'm hoping that he can set up a thing to where he can track us and kind of almost like so when I'm out streaming like my way home or whatever, he can be kind of the news desk that can check in with us. That way, if I lose service or something goes crazy or messes up, he can still be around there and back and forth. So we'll see. So Sage bought a motorcycle he's going to work on, and a scooter. But it's just different than what I'm doing on the channel. Which he wants to do a lot of live streams, I think, and kind of use your guys' help to figure out what he's doing. Um, yeah, I think that'd be fun. Either way, thank you guys for joining us. If you're on one of those other channels, if you're on Facebook, CBC Anon, or Rumble, please come join us on the YouTube channel, Rust or Bust. We're gonna do a live stream, and we're gonna pull the plug out of this thing. I can move the camera probably if you guys wanna see around it and see what's going on. I can change that around and kind of show you if you got any questions about how it works or what all's going on with it. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. So go to the YouTube channel. They've been dropping the link. Just go to YouTube and search Rust or Bust. That'll help you find it, or just go to my regular Twitch channel. But that's the only two places this is going to be broadcast at: the Rust or Bust YouTube channel and the my Twitch channel. It won't be on Facebook. It won't be on Rumble. It won't be on any of those other platforms. So I'm gonna kill those right quick. But I'll be right back with everybody else. If you're on a Rust or Bust channel or on my Twitch channel, just stay put for a second. Let me play some music and we'll get those out. That'll be a nice explainer in case someone finds this on my main channel. They'll know where to go. Thank you for joining us on the other channels. If you want to make your way over to Rust or Bust, cool. If not, we'll see you on a different time at a different channel. I'm going to start using Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for this new channel.
Run it up, taking all the views. Stepping on place, feeling the fear. I know you feeling it in the air. Whole squad wearing all black. Motivation's looking real bad. We back to the bone. Raising a fire alone.
I'll be right back with you.
Nobody give me 6 feet, this is my party. Ain't got no feelings, we heartless. Take a peek inside of darkness. Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me outside, but you better buckle up. It's a wild ride. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side. Yeah. Party till 5 in the morning. Do it again in the morning. Do it like we did this rhyming. I think the government watching. Minister perfect society. Struggling with my sobriety. Struggling with my anxiety. Are you feeling the insanity? Anger inside of me. There is a war in me. And it keep drowning me. Blinded by all of the vanity. Snakes all around and they rattling. Tell them to shut up the chattering.
All right, I'm cutting those channels loose. Come join us on Rust or Bust. I'd appreciate it. Rust or Bust on YouTube or Cold Beer Confessional on Twitch.
Shutting it down. Hope you ready for it now. We won't be running your town. Oh, we ain't playing around. We gon' be shutting it down. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
All right, if you can still see me, I guess you made it. You made it through the cut. The other channels are now turned off, so there's a couple things I got to do, and then we're gonna go over here and look at this. One, I need to set my phone on chat, so let me get chat on my phone. I don't want to miss that. It is chat.restream.io. That was another reason for doing this the way we're doing it. because a lot of times I'm gonna have to watch chat on my phone, and I can't see Rumble chat on my phone. So I didn't wanna have to do that. I can't interact with Facebook from my phone. But it's already loaded here. I see Joy Harp. Congrats on the new channel. It's gonna be great. Thank you. So I'm gonna have chat up. Let's turn on the overhead camera over there, which is just on the other side of the office. That's what I'm going to be working on right there. Let me turn on this other camera and make sure it's not going to interfere here with the view. Main camera, overhead shop cam. Yeah, okay. So I'll be there kind of off the side. I will have a face cam when I first get over there, kind of explaining everything, but then I'll probably turn it off. So I'm going to turn it off for right now. Give me just a second, and I'll be right with you. I got to go turn on the audio thing I'm using, but you guys can enjoy the view for just a second. I need to turn this camera off anyways and set it up, and then I'll be right back with you. Let's do that. Turn off the main camera. There we go. All right, I'll be right back with you. Okay, let me change audio, and then you guys can make sure that you can hear me. I got the other audio on. Let me close this one. Oh, something was doubled up there. Uh-oh. I didn't like that. People are just now asking what's the name of the new channel. Rewind. Let me turn off this audio and I'll turn on a new one. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me through the new mic. Does that sound all right? I know it's not going to sound as good as my other mic, but it ought to sound all right, at least. You're also going to hear me vape a bunch. So if you're not a fan of the sound of me vaping, I'm sorry. This is that new Rode wireless mic. You'll see it in a second when I'm over there on camera. The level should be good. Everything should be good. It was expensive, but I needed it. So, all right, I'm moving over there and getting the chair for the face cam, and I'll turn it on and kind of explain some stuff to you. Okay? All right, you should still be able to hear me. I'm over here now. And in a second, you're going to be able to see me. Well, I guess you can see my foot. And I should be able to turn on this camera. Maybe. Let's go back to main show. Turn off studio. Damn it, this is hard to do. Turn off studio mode. Oh man, I messed up. I messed up. Hold on just a second. I messed up the camera, I think. Yeah, let me fix something. I'm messing up all kinds of things. Hold on just a second. That's why I can't get things working. That should be good enough right there. Yeah, that ought to work. Okay, now I should be in the camera, I guess. Maybe. Let's see. Am I in the camera? Is this thing delayed or is it not updating? That camera's working. Why isn't this camera working? Maybe I'll have this all figured out one day. What does it matter with the camera? I'm gonna have to refresh the camera just a second. What is going on? So maybe we won't have all the kinks worked out. What is happening with that camera? Deactivate. Activate. Oh, no, that's got to be a live camera. I just saw it pop up. Who knew it could be this complicated? Now I'm on the camera. Yes. Sorta. Let me move back over here. Okay. So now we're on the camera. Let me turn on the light. There we go. So now we're on the camera, and I can go back to chat, which was really the only goal to get here, was to go back to chat. All right. So this is a 4 horsepower Tecumseh engine. You're looking at gas tank. This is a plate over top of the head. Of course, the spark plug, carburetor, exhaust here. And then this crazy set of pulleys. These pulleys are pretty wild. They're like, they're just pressure engaged. So there's like levers up there on the other side that are pressure engaged. And basically one controls the drive. The drive's a crazy complicated system. I'll probably do a video on it by itself. It's a crazy complicated system with a live axle, a chain drive live axle, that's being belt driven to chain driven in a gearbox. And then it's got 2 shafts that both push out to engage these clutches on the outside of the wheel. It's pretty wild, honestly, to think that it's like a tractor. Have you guys ever been on a tractor? You can have, on a tractor, you can have one rear wheel drive or the other rear wheel drive. If you're trying to turn really sharp, or if one tire's spinning, or different reasons, but you can have either one driving. So it's kind of like a tractor. You can disengage one and then you can engage the other. So it's got that, but it's always pinned right now into engage. The wheels are constantly engaged currently, and that all has to do up in here inside the belts. Well, right here, if you can see my hand, it's down here just on the inside of the belt. There's a slide here that engages the rest of those. All I really want to do tonight, I guess, is get the spark plug out, see if it's got compression. I can smell gas. That tank is going to be nasty. It's probably got varnish in it at this point. So what I really want to do is get the spark plug out. I've already got a spark plug socket out because I didn't realize what side it was. It's a big one. I think it's 13/16 for the big spark plug. All I really want to do is get the spark plug out, see if I can. I've been turning it by hand already, and I can't tell if it's coming up on a compression stroke or not. Even the blade's freaking turning. I probably need to disengage the blade. We get the spark plug out, see if it's got any compression, even if I got to cover it with my thumb, and then go from there. I can see chat. I'm watching the Restream chat, so no matter whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, I can see on chat, and hopefully you can hear me well with this new microphone. I'd like to think that. But the best place I could think to put the camera was just overhead. I could have had it looking at the back of the engine or looking at the front of the engine. It just didn't make sense to put it anywhere other than overhead. So, we'll see. That's where I got it at for now. And we'll see if we can do this. Actually, let's put that minimum so it won't do it there. That's a better chat. So, yeah, actually, this mic is really good. I'm wearing it on my shirt, but I'm printing a handle for it. Does it have a brand? It's Simplicity. Let me go get the wrench. Or the ratchet. The brand is Simplicity, which is that might be loud. The brand is Simplicity, which is an older, they used to make a lot of older lawnmowers. Damn it, that's not going to be good. I know this spark plug's tight as hell because I put a wrench on it once just to check, and it was tight as fuck, so. It is moving, though. It's moving. Look out. Hammer fist it. Jesus. Oh my God, that's so tight. Why? God, why? Jesus Christ. You reckon that one's been cross-threaded a few times? Nah, it's probably just rusted in the cylinder, but this motor might be bad. But I really didn't buy it for the motor, so even if the motor is bad, Oh my God. Can you guys see this? There's basically no gap, and it's all carbon on top of the plug. Everything on top of the plug is carbon. It's so dirty. Jeez. I don't know if this would give you a better view of it or not down in the corner. But there's basically no gap left because it's full of carbon. It's like it's bridged it over. So, which way do I need to go with it? Let me look at the video. I can't tell. Well, let me get the video. See which way I need to go. Alright, which way can I show you this? If I hold it here, can you see it there better? Maybe I need to set it down and take a photo of it. Yeah, you can kind of see it there, right? Well, I went off screen with it, didn't I? I got so much delay, it's hard to tell. It's pretty bad shape. It does smell like gas, at least. Yes, the chair rolled out from under me. That also happened. Anyways. I'm watching it with such a delay. If I was watching it through the desktop app, it'd be a lot better. Let me see if I can use my flashlight and see down in the cylinder. I can't believe it's that hard to get out. Jesus Christ. Simplicity makes sewing machines. Well, they used to make a lot of... Is that the piston? No. The fuck is that? Oh, this might fire off to the side of the piston. Maybe that's a floor. And this fires off to the side of the piston. Either way, I was in 144. Please show it for a second time. I'll show it in just a second. Let me, I know how to do it a lot quicker where I won't have to worry about can you see it or not. Let me open up my desktop app. Remote desktop. And then I can see where I'm showing it at. I'm closing chat for just a second. Let me get on remote desktop. Okay, now I can see the camera. Now let's see. My nose is dead center in the camera, so I can do this, and then I can go straight forward with it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I wiped a lot of the carbon off, but there's basically no gap left in it. It's still caked up pretty good. Can you see it in the corner now? Dr. J Banana. I can't believe the blades are engaged. I've got the video where I loaded it up. I've got the video of everything with the drive. I've got the video of a damn driving down there, a time lapse, everything. So hopefully we'll have a good video when we go to put everything together. Let me throw this back down in there. This back here. Alright. Let me disengage the blades. Which one was that one? It was this one. Is that the blades? No. This one? It's to engage the axles. So that means this engages the blades. So yeah, let's disengage the blades that way. Then let's see. It's still trying to turn just because they're trying to grab, but it's fine. Let's see if we got any... Why did that... My phone shouldn't be going to sleep. I got a video up. Oh, I guess I need to close that. Close all. Reload chat. There we go. Now I should be able to see y'all's messages from across those platforms. Let me pull this back out. I'm just going to stick my thumb over the hole and run it around and see if we got any pressure. It doesn't, the pull string's broken, so I'm doing it by the pulley. I'm going to have to put a pull string on it, though. Oh, I did full air blow. It's making some compression. I don't know how much, but it's got compression. How much compression? I was please show it for a second time. I'll show it just a second. Stupid. I know how to do it a lot quicker where I won't have to worry about. Sorry, I know you're hearing me twice, but I'm trying to connect my Bluetooth. So the stupid thing will not go to, my phone won't go to sleep on chat. I'm closing chat for just a second. Get on my desktop. I'm so far behind. You're probably hearing me from 10 minutes ago. See the camera. Here, stupid. Let's see. I don't want my chat to close. I want to be able to see you guys. Anyways, it does have some compression. I've got a compression tester in storage where I'll be able to see exactly how much compression it has. It'll just take I have to dig it out. And then once I dig it out, that'll be alright. Bluetooth's connected, so I can open this. It's definitely making air. I feel it blowing back. And it doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like anything's dragging, anything's scraping. Fixing to throw some PB blaster down in there, but let me do this. Let me grab some PB blaster and see if I can get a little bit better seal out of it. Well, it's so awesome having an office that's also a shop. It's perfect. That's the only way to do it. If you're doing it any other way, you're wrong. Okay? If you do it any other way, you're wrong. I can tell you that confidently. This thing's going to be covered in PB blaster by the time we're done. It'll be everywhere. See if that'll give us a little bit better seal. I got to get a pull string on it or tie a new pull string one. But I got to get the guard off first to do that. And we'll see what we can do. I need to turn that. I probably need to get that other camera out of your way since I'm not using it. How old is it? I have no idea. So the only way that I would know is there's a tag on the other side that has the model number and stuff on it. But someone has scrubbed it so hard. Someone scrubbed it so hard it's gone. Like the model number's gone. Any date on it's gone. Everything's gone. 1972 year made? No, there's no way it was made in the 70s with a wood deck. Have you seen mowers from the 70s? Why did you guess 72? It's a Tecumseh. A Tecumseh 4 horsepower, not 5, is what I was told. Yeah, I know what WD-40 is used for. It's water displacement. It's got oil in it. It's black. We're in the ad. We're on the ad. If you're looking for it. Caution, do not exceed full mark. Ooh, a lot of fuel in it. I think maybe it was made like during World War II or like post-war, and that's why the deck's made out of wood, because there are lawnmowers from around the time period that I was told this was from, and they got steel and even some plastic on them or aluminum. So if the war was going on and there was a shortage of steel or aluminum or whatever, and they were still making lawnmowers, that might be what I got here. So they had to make them out of wood. I don't know. Because I can't find any made out of wood like this. Oh, there's some varnish down in there. Damn, what's that smell like? Ooh. Ah, that's hooch. Somebody been making liquor. Somebody's making liquor in there. Damn. It's that good shit. Jesus, everything's covered. I could probably get a make or model off this block somewhere if I knew where it was at. I got to get this guard off the other side. Let me grab a screwdriver. Oh, I keep thinking you guys can't hear me while I walk away, but I guess you can. Okay, there's this wood screw securing this guard in place. This is like the back of the engine. There's like a guard that I guess separates it from like the belts and drive gears. But I like working on stuff. I was a mechanic for years. Even before I went to like GE and started working on jet engines and stuff. I worked at the Ford place for a while and like a local place that did a lot of stuff. When I smelled that shit, it smelled like Travis's house. It smelled just like I had flashbacks to Travis's house. I've never even been there, and I knew that's what it smelled like. It smelled like some crack house wine. Not jailhouse, just crack house. There's another screw there. Plus, this will help me stay active. I'm trying to lose some weight. I turned around one day and I had blown up like a fucking balloon. I gotta lose some weight. I was on a diet till mom went in the hospital, and then I've been eating out a bunch of times, trying to run around and do everything. Hardly any sleep. It's be homemade. Yeah, that's probably homemade. That's probably homemade. Let me see if I can reach over to the other side and get this piece for the recoil starter off. I think it's Phillips head. That don't help if I got a flathead screwdriver, does it? Ah. Oh, crack house wine. That's right. You know it. I'm gonna have to rewrap this. If the spring's not broke, I'll reuse it. The spring's broke. I guess I'll try to find a new full start.
Mariah's gonna love me coming home covered in grease again. It's an aphrodisiac. Come home pre-lubed. Uh-oh, I do see a plate on this Tecumseh. If it was original, I see a plate here. Tecumseh. I'll have to look that up later. But they could have replaced this engine too. I don't know if that still gets us too accurate. I don't know. Sorry if my mic's hitting everything. I apologize. I don't know how sensitive it is. I'm crawling around. I think it'll be fun to tear this thing apart and get it going again. Tear anything apart. Have cameras under the hood. Have cameras for like find a car a couple 100 miles away, get it running in a day, and try to drive it back home and stream the whole thing. I think that'd be a cool video. Oh, it does have some spring to it. It does have some spring, not a lot. Let's see if we can make that work. And the little pawl is coming out there, so maybe that'll work. I can definitely hear it pushing air. I could always just wrap it with a string and pull the shit out of it. Let me see what's on this plate. Let me see here. Tecumseh from something division. Holstein, Wisconsin. Model number H40 H40 55016A. Yeah, 16A. 8, not A. 550168. It's an old Tecumseh H40, which is a 4 horsepower. I think the H40, the 4 means 4 horsepower. Okay, let me look up Tecumseh serial numbers. Serial number age. Okay. The year and manufacture can be done by using the last 2 digits of the unit date located on the data tag along with the model number and serial number. Oh, that's not it. Becomes the engine. If it is an early engine and you do not know when the cutoff is, have a long serial number up to 89 digits, these instructions do not apply. The style would have been certainly blah 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 through the 60s. Um, the first digit is the last digit of the year manufactured. Oh shit, this is gonna be a lot harder. You can probably narrow it down easily. On my engine is replacement Massey Ferguson. Let's have a look. This is gonna estimate 79. Oh shit, that's gonna be a lot harder. The first digit's a 0. So it could have been made in 30, 40, 50, 60. See if anybody can Google and find a wooden deck. A wooden deck. Fucking Simplicity riding lawnmower. What size of those? I'll pull that tank. Where's that fuel line run to? Oh, that's the spark line. That's the sparkler wire. The fuel line runs are on that side. So that's a cover needs to come off, which means that bolt needs to come off. Let's see what we can figure out here. Let's go deeper. What'd you say? Take a picture, we can look it up. Well, basically what it told me was that the first digit is the last digit of the year. So my first digit is a 0, which basically means it could be a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Like it doesn't specify unless you know more about like the types and shit they had at the time. Hard to tell. Let me get some cutters because I got a new socket set because I didn't feel like digging for mine, so I need to cut it open. That's everything on the SAE side. Full power, partial power. You never go full power. I think it'll be fine to get it going, huh? I should be small. No, that's it. Pinch bolts. Did he say a Russian lawnmower? Yeah, that's what I said. Is this a head bolt? How far does that thing go through there? It's a long son of a bitch. Look at that. Must hold the bottom side of the frame on. Oh, Psycho Jamie's back. Great. Just what I needed to start my day. Just have to hold on to just the shield. Look how long these things are. I'm just interested what's under all this shielding. The fuel line runs through there, which is crazy to me. There's no way to turn off the fuel. There's no petcock or nothing. It's just straight. And it's got some fuel in there, which sucks. Sounds about right. What should we name it? What should we name it? It's a cool old lawnmower, that's for sure. I ain't got nearly enough work done on it, but it's cool. The meat eater thing. Still solid. This guy bolts somewhere else. Are these head bolts? What the hell am I loosening? Why are they so damn long? Jeez. I can pull that tank now if I get underneath there. But I need to figure out what this shielding is and how the hell did it come off. It's the whole shield all the way around the crank and everything. Why does the fuel line run through there? That's crazy. The fuel line runs through literally the metal on the motor. Like the shield on the front of the motor. Are you shitting me? This is a brand new set of sockets. I don't have a 7/16. I got 2 halves. Wow. Good job, factory. I just cut it open like it's brand new. Idiots. Good job, idiots.
You guys ever watch The Office?
I like Dwight. He's my dude. I need to figure out how to mount the garage door opener in a better spot. That's a pretty good spot right there. I bet you that sounds good. That's tight. When was my last tetanus shot? Somebody get Mariah in here and ask her when my last tetanus shot was. She's supposed to be my caretaker. I'm not feel like I'm taken care of. No gas in it. I moved my garage door opener to my so I don't bump it into it. I don't know if I'm getting on your all's nerves or not, but I moved it to my house. I could feel it hitting shit, but I'm not used to paying attention to it. When I joined the service, probably. Well, no, I've been cut pretty bad since then. I bet you they gave me one last time I got cut. Shroot Farms. Dwight K. Schrute, assistant to the manager. I love The Office. Damn it. Oh, it's come off. It come off. All right. I thought I was going to have to spill it to get it off, but no. Okay. That looks like spiders. Awesome. Who doesn't love some good old spiders? We need a vacuum, aren't we? There's a little guard for it. Oh, there was one more down here that I couldn't see. That was the problem. I can't believe they didn't give me a 7/16. They gave me two half-inch sockets. Assholes. From the factory. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Sorta. Sorta. I don't know where we're getting, but we're getting somewhere. I could probably take that one and pull that guard. See what we got. I like this microphone, Cam. It's wonders this sumbitch didn't set on fire. It's air cooled and packed full of grass. It's not grass cooled. Grass and dog hair and whatever the hell else is in here. Not a great look, but it is what it is, I guess. We'd have to pull those other two to pull that, and that would help. If I pulled these three, that would pull this section, but that also mean that this pancake top, this motor's fixing to come off, huh? I don't know if I want to break that. There's a gasket underneath there. What do you think, chat? I'm 3D printing a handle for mine, so I can do some interviews. Did it come from China? No. This is American-made Simplicity riding lawnmower. It's definitely from a factory. I can't believe it's made out of wood. I can't believe it's made out of wood. As complex as it is, I can't believe... I don't know. How old is this motherfucker supposed to be? I think I'm going to go grab a McDonald's cup and try to drain that gas out of there into it and then dash it, because I don't have anything in here I want to put it in. I want to brush away the dust. We're leaving the dust. That adds value. Adds value. I'm listening to myself on like a 2-minute delay. I don't sound bad. Kind of sexy. Or whatever. Whatever you say. Let me go get a cup of some kind. I think there might be one in the car. I don't know, my mic might cut out. I have mic range, chat. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me, chat? Yeah, so it's kind of pointless for you to answer. But I'm out here. I'm outside. Damn it, there was one in the trash can the whole time. Jesus. Some people's kids, man, you can't teach them nothing. I did want to do this, turn off the main camera. It's just in the way now that I'm not using the face cam. There we go. Now you guys can see more. I walked out of the car and the mic still worked, huh? Let's see what kind of liquor we got in here. Some kind of crack house special. There's definitely some in there. Okay, can we turn this upside down? We have enough light to turn this upside down. Okay. Damn. I didn't realize there's that much in there. Jesus Christ. She a little green. Green with envy, huh? So now if I set this down, turn this way, I'd be able to take that off without spilling any. Without spilling much, at least. Should have got a styrofoam cup. Yeah, why not? That plastic cup won't last much longer than a styrofoam cup. Just trying to split. Damn it. There it goes. So. Oh, I didn't mean to jump into the camera. Okay, there was some in there. Alright, so let's do this. That there for just a second. Pick this up like this. And set this here. Go down with it. Drain the carb line and the bottom. And I'll dispose of this to proper EPA standards. So no one gets any violations. How about that? Man, this whole place is going to smell like gas tomorrow. Okay, so anybody was curious? Of what I did with it? Gasoline recycling. Took it to a recycle center. What do I want to do next? I'm gonna go, well, actually, I'm gonna go wash my hands right quick before I touch my clothing. I have to go home in this. Ryan will kill me. Let's try this. She likes the smell of gas from the pump. I don't think she likes the smell of old varnish. Green gas. The good old green gas. A little bit of gas from the 60s ain't never hurt anybody. Come on now. I'd like to know the stories behind this lawnmower, like who drove it, what yard they mowed, how long it took them to do it. Probably the first person in the neighborhood to get a friggin' riding lawnmower. All the neighbors come over, they were amazed. Can't believe you did it. Can't believe you the first one who got one. That'd be, I don't know. This stuff's awesome. Our history's disappearing in front of our eyes. We didn't even realize it. Let's see what else we can do. How much damage can we do here? Really? I mean, I don't have to do this. We could try to fire the thing. Uh-oh. It's a leaf right beside the cylinder opening. It's a fire hazard. If I could get a pull start on it, we could try to fire it. Because I honestly think I'm pulling the top of this motor off right now is what's going on. It looks like we may have the valves over to the side for the intake and exhaust, and then the spark plug over to the side with the cylinders over here. I think that's what's going on with it. And that's so like where the back side of the head, basically the valves would be down here going up and down. And then this would be their sealing face. And that would be the intake and exhaust running through here, and the cylinders over here to the side. Because this is just a cavity. The cylinder's got to be over here in the bigger part of it. It's just the ignition chamber. So I really don't need to bust any more of those loose. I don't really want to mess with the spark plug. I need to get a pull cord on it, don't I? I wonder if I have any rope here. Let me run these back in, actually, before I fuck up the gasket that may or may not be there. I have some 550 cord. Okay. You realize I'm working on a lawnmower. I care less about breaking Twitter news. Restream bot is just somebody on Twitch. I don't know. You don't have to answer to Restream bot. There are names after that. If you say Restream bot, that's everybody on Twitch, everybody on the platform you're not on. I might not have rope, but I got the most important ingredient. Starting fluid. Oh, ether. Well, if I had a pull string, I could at least ground the spark plug and see if it was getting fire. And see if I was going to have to pull that front cover off or not. Because that's where the damn pickup magneto and shit is. Over there on the flywheel. And we got this beautiful looking spark plug. Amazing. I believe the fucking spark plug's touching. Shit. Now that's how you set a spark plug gap. What's the gap on these plugs? No. Negative. Think that gap's too small? Nah. She'll ride. It's a champion J11. Damn knurling on it makes it look like an air chuck. I can't believe how hard it is to get in there now. We'll run it in and out a couple times. With some lube on it. Some blaster on it. Some old Croil. Oh yeah, it's not nearly as bad now. My dad Papa always used to mix together automatic transmission fluid and acetone. You talk about breaking some shit loose. It works good. GE used to buy Croil, which is aerosol and liquid, and that shit's pretty good. I like the aerosol. I don't like the spray bottle portion of it, but The riding mower. With a wooden deck. Is this part metal? Hell no, that part's wood too. It's all wood. I don't think I have any 550 cord or anything here at the office. I know I've got it, just not here, I don't think. What are my other options? I go rob a homeless person, steal it from their tent. Yeah, a manual mower's not bad. A real mower. They still use them for how close they get to shit. Like on like golf courses and stuff where it has to be perfect for like a green. They still use real mowers. Real, R-E-E-L, not real, R-E-A-L. I know it's my accent fucks with it, but I'm trying to say real. I can start turning that motherfucker open with a drill. Chuck up a socket in it and just lay it to it. My God. I have to do that with the lights off. Shouldn't have any fuel coming to it. The blades are not going to disengage all the way just because the belts are dragging. They're still turning. I wish they weren't. But the fuck to do about it? Unless I take the belt completely off. Let's see. How do I disengage? So let me see this one. That one doesn't do it. I made it a little bit. Ah, shit, we're dripping again, ain't we? Fuck. I took that at one drip. There, maybe? Let's try this old practice here. Oh, I need to come to the outside. Fuck. There we go. The belt's off the blades. They shouldn't turn anymore. There's some pin slap. I hear it. Size that is. Oh, I should probably be looking at chat. I quit because I got up to walk away, but Them didn't go anywhere. I saw a mower similar from the 40s. Couldn't find one with all the ones that I found from I found some from like the 50s and 60s, but they had like covers over all this, like plastic and metal covers. And they look like they were made out of metal and shit. I'll put an impact on that motherfucker in a minute. Oh, I'm not supposed to be cussing on this channel. Guess I got carried away. I definitely feel an exhaust stroke on it. I saw in the bubble. If you're talking about the air conditioning one in the bubble, like a big bubble lawnmower. That was crazy looking. Hi guys, what do you think of it so far? I wonder if that deck is an original, but it's made by I don't think there's no goddamn way this was made by the owners. It's 3 parts that have like overlapping joints that have like steel parts made to reinforce. I don't think there's no way that this was homemade. I said that when we first started it, but you might not have been there, but there's just so much that you wouldn't think somebody homemade would do some of this stuff. Like, it's like conveniences you would put on something if you were mass producing it, but it's not like stuff that, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. We just have to keep looking and see. I don't think that anybody would do this for themselves if they were just making a lawnmower. Strange, I guess. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Either way, it's pretty cool. Wouldn't the wood be rotten? You know, there's barns standing there like 300 years old, right? You know what they're made out of, right? It depends on how you preserve wood. Wood just doesn't go bad instantly. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's gonna make a cool project. I need to get a pull cord, first of all. I can already tell that. I need to get a pull cord. I need to see if I can get it to get spark. If I get it to get spark, I'll give it some fuel, some starting fluid or something. Are those brake shoes? Are those brake shoes at the top and bottom of screen? This here? Those are the wheels. This is part of this hub drive gear. It's got clutches on the outside, and then these forks pull to the inside and make it drive. If you're talking about these, like if you think these are drums. Yeah, Sage and I've got some cool ideas about, we were talking about the other day about different, I don't know, different things we might want to do. Something maybe. Well, we've been thinking about a lot of stuff. So there is a brake. So the brakes are friction brakes that pull up on the bottom of these hubs, and it's with this pedal just off screen. This pedal right here. It's on both sides. It's a friction brake, like a go-kart, like a band brake, like a go-kart. But you can't see them in the camera. They're on the bottom of it. Either way, so that's, at least we know it's got compression. I didn't even know it had compression before. And all the parts seem to be here. It does seem like the recoil spring is halfway working. So that's good. Maybe it'll rewind for us. I'm going to take it apart and grease it some. We'll see. And I'll try to wind it and stick it back on there. Wind it all the way up, stick it back on there. But tomorrow, I guess I'll get some pull cord and stuff and work on it. So I'm probably going to spend some of this week trying to get it run. I'm supposed to be doing this on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and doing the challenges and everything on those days. But with my mom being in the hospital, we've been kind of schedule's been kind of screwed up. So I'm going to keep working on it. I am super interested in it. I do think the Rust or Bust channel has the potential to get a lot bigger than any of my other channels have ever been. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Either way, thank you for coming out and joining us tonight. I'm going to move over towards the desk and get ready and get set up. And if you have any questions, send them and I'll answer them while I'm at the desk while I can see the screen you guys are looking at. You can go ahead and ask any questions you got, and I'll move over here where I can see what y'all are talking about. Yeah. I do like the microphone work. That was cool. That was pretty neat. I didn't think the microphone was going to work, but it did. So that was cool. Yeah, I should be able to do this. There we are. See, I moved the thing. I think this has potential to get a lot bigger than my regular channel will ever be. And I'm going to try not to cuss on it. I'm going to try not to do that kind of stuff. But this microphone made a big difference. Yeah. The microphone made a big difference. I think this is going to be really fun. Really fun to do. It was worth it. I mean, I'm hoping I don't regret it, but I'm sure I'll get donations that'll come through. That'll pay me back. It's like $200 for just one of them. But I don't have any way to be away from this microphone, and I can't move it every time I want to use it or have it in my face. I needed something. So either way, guys, does unleaded gas do okay in an old motor? So unleaded gas, if it calls for it, it needs unleaded gas. If it doesn't call for it, you got to be careful with some of them. The big thing with gas right now, especially for small engines, is ethanol. If you can find non-ethanol gas, it won't gum up the way the ethanol gas will in a tank and in the lines and on top of the piston. But there's some old cars that are still running leaded engines that they had to put lead additive in their gas. They have to add lead to it because it needs it. That's the way a lot of the pistons and blocks and shit were made, needed leaded gas. So either way, you can do small clips on their repairs. Yeah, so I'm going to tease the fuck out of TikTok with this. I've been kind of slacking off. I'm hoping tomorrow to wake up and just go ham on like different content. I'm taking this microphone with me. It plugs right into my phone. I'm going to do a bunch of teaser videos about do you know what this is? Who can identify this? How old is this? Is this homemade? Blah, blah, blah. We're rebuilding it. We're going to mow a fucking half acre with it before it's said and done. Stick around. But I need to start putting out content like crazy. And I was kind of battling, like, slipping into depression with the holidays and stuff coming up already. And then my mom went into the hospital, and I just said, fuck it. I haven't been doing it. I was like, the shows are kind of half-assed. They're all late. I haven't been doing TikTok or Facebook or answering anybody, Instagram, nothing. So I need to get all over that. I don't know. I just get down and depressed sometimes. I'm not a big fan of the holidays, but it is what it is. Either way, thank you guys for joining us. Mom, like I said, Mom is doing better. She's in a regular room. They started sending occupational and physical therapy around for her, and hopefully she does better with that. I hope. She was moving her arms today. She did not like moving her legs, but they made her, and they even aggravated her a little bit, try to get her upset. So either way, I hope you enjoy this content. I hope you enjoy the new channel. I think this stuff's super cool, especially once we get that engine running. Then we can move on to how it drives, how the blades turn, how everything else works, how the controls work. I got to find a steering wheel for it and a seat. We got to find a bunch of cool stuff. So thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Please, please, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and stick around. Rust or Bust on YouTube. It's going to be the only place to find most of the content. So thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see everybody on the next one. Have a good night.
Might not wanna get close. We a little wild war, covered in tattoos. Run it up, taking all the views. Stepping on place, feeling the fear. I know you feeling it in the air. Whole squad wearing all black.
Well, lead gas reduces knock like crazy. If you have an engine that older engines would use lead to make the octane higher, to reduce knock in older engines. Lead would raise the octane rating. Just like you have 89, 87, 89, 93 now, lead would do that instead of the additives they use now. And you need that for higher compression. Well, it's not going to be all lawnmowers, but this is just this thing was so freaking cool. I can zoom out some. This thing was so freaking cool. There's no way I could pass this thing up. It's crazy. Let me zoom out and show the rest of it. There it is. From stern to tip. All the gears. This is a little platform for the chair. I mean, all that stuff's cool. It's just mechanical. It's cool. Yeah, I can put an engine tag on there. I'm not saying it's the original engine, but yeah, I can put an engine tag on Telegram. Or upload it. I can upload a community page here too.
We gon' be running your town. Oh, we ain't playing around.
All right, have a good night, guys. We'll see y'all in the next one.